Oh my goodness. Well, I have been working on changing things around in the Cosmic Gypsy, my Prius V. I decided that the way that I had it set up wasn't optimum. So, what do? You take everything out entirely and work to restructure it. So I'm hoping that this time I've got it where it's going to be the most viable. But we'll see. You don't know until you're actually on the road how it's going to function. But one thing you do, you find out what you need and what you don't need. And so make changes along the way, definitely. So that's what I spent today doing. I've got some things ordered, and so we'll see. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to getting back on the road. Somebody just asked me how many miles I put on. It hasn't been a year yet. I got it the day before Thanksgiving last year. And I put on close to a little over 30,000 miles already. So I do a bit of driving. Oh my Lord. So we'll see. But I think it's going to work well this time. Like I said, you learn what works and what doesn't work. And so, another thing that I was worried about was going with an ostomy. That really put things back from being able to really hit the road and go. Because I got the ostomy in April, and then it took quite a few months to heal up, and then trying to figure out supplies that would work for me. And then how can I manage this on the road? Well, I've got it down pretty well. So I have found a system that seems to work for me pretty good. And figuring out how many supplies I need to take with me. So that's another added thing that you have to have. It's not something that you can debate about. You have to have it. So I've got that done, got that ready. But my cooking I do inside the vehicle. I don't have a thing that I pull out. I don't have burner stoves. I cook with the electricity in the Prius. So that's been working well. So we'll see. We'll see. But I just wanted to change things around. I figured out I had way too many pillows. The way I had the bed set up long ways, that didn't work so well. So I switched because I'm short. I'm 5'2" and I like to sleep kind of curled up. I don't need this long way, because the long way, then you got to turn around, you got to crawl out to use the restroom. So I was like, that's not working so well. So I had to order new bed things. I ordered a couple of different ones because I wasn't sure what would work the best. I want something that I can fold up, because I want to have some space where I'm sitting, where I'm not sitting on the bed. So I have ordered something. It's coming tomorrow, and we'll see if that works. And I changed the refrigerator. I had it in the back corner, which was okay, but I decided I'm going to change it and put it up in the passenger seat. Now, people ask, why don't you take out the front seat, passenger seat? Because I also have a toilet in there, and the passenger seat there gives me cover so I can use the toilet without people looking through the front window to see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's why I keep it there. I can, I do have some of my ostomy supplies I put under the seat there. So I do make use of the room. But that's one reason I keep the passenger seat in there, because it acts like a little barrier so I can use the toilet and people are not seeing what's happening, okay? So another thing that I have that I like in the morning, if I get up, excuse me, I don't know what's with my throat today, and I want to stand up, I can open the sunroof, okay? And I can stand up, and the only thing that's sticking out of the sunroof is my head, basically. So I can stand up to change clothes and stuff, which works well. So that's another thing I discovered, in the morning, open the sunroof and I can stand up fully. And so that works out well. Oh, mercy. But things I bring to cook with, I have a rice cooker that you can also make soups and other things in it as well. I have one of those little bags that you could cook in. That heats up things really quickly. I also have a little pan I can put just on that element that works really well. And I have also a fry pan, a little fry pan that I can use. So with those, I can cook just about pretty much anything in there. Okay? So that works out well. One, Mr. Mickey, there they go. They're off and running again. So we'll see how it works out, with the refrigerator where I have it now, how that's going to work. But I think it's going to work pretty well, and that way when the refrigerator's there, I can have cold drinks right there waiting. So I think that'll work really well. Anyway, that's what I did today. As soon as it's done, I'll show you how I have this set up, how it's been changed. Now, I've had decorated it and changed it already, 3 times? Yeah, 3 times. I forget what I had first was kind of pinks and girlies, and then I changed it to aliens, and I still have the little aliens looking in the window and everything with flying saucers coming down. I still have that on there on my windows and everything. It's kind of fun. I had somebody today that said, I really like your car, because I've got the Living the Adventure, my decal that I made with bats coming and flying across the thing. They really thought that was cute. That's just me. Be a little quirky. If you're going to have it, enjoy it. So, yeah. So that's fun. But anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. And I'm looking forward to getting on the road again and giving it a try and just see how it's going to work. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll go out a bit. I'll go out a bit and just see if it's going to work or not. One thing that I got. Oh, mercy. But yeah, on that note, I'll leave that here. And I'm excited to show you what I've got done as soon as I get these other things put in there. Then I can show you the whole setup again, how I have everything ready to go. And we'll see, like I said, how it works. Now, I'm really happy with the Prius V because I can run it all night and still get 30 miles to the gallon. Even with having the climate control all night, whether it's hot, 100 degrees out, I have my temperature at 70, 73. When it's cold out, I still have my temperature set, and it's very comfortable in there. I only need my little light puffy blanket, that's it. So that's why I got it, because like I said, I do a lot of driving. I don't go to a place and stay there for a week, 2 weeks at a time. I go and I'm there for one day. That's it. And then I want to go and take off and look at someplace else. I just went up to Maine. I wanted to see the fall colors, and I was lucky enough to catch it at just the right time. It was absolutely beautiful, the colors, but on the way there, I really had grace because I hit Clovis, New Mexico, and my brakes were gone. I mean, literally gone. There were no brakes at all. This wasn't a brake job that needed to be done. This was the one thing that the ABS, the whole braking system component needed to be replaced. So that's, over $3,000 job. But that's the one thing that should have been replaced before. They had a offer to replace it, but the guy that had it before didn't do that. So then it ran out, so now I had to pay the full cost to have it done. If he would have done it, it was something that they were saying needed to be replaced, that they would malfunction. And so he could have had it done for, for free or pretty cheap. But he never did it. So I knew that 9 out of 10 it was going to go out because all my lights were on. The brake light, the ABS light, all of the lights were on. And sure enough, I had grace because I just came down the mountains and all of that. If I would have lost the brakes totally on the mountains, I may not be here. So it was really, really grace that I got to Clovis, and they literally were gone. And the people at the Toyota place there were fabulous. They got it done in one day. Now, originally they said it's going to take a couple weeks at least to get the parts, but they found a way to navigate around that and get the parts the next day. And they worked on it that whole day to get me back on the road. So they were just fabulous. Now, the one thing that happened, though, they broke my windshield. Oops! oops. They said, oops. But they made it right. They said they could either have the guy come in and replace it the next day and I'd be off the road the next day, or they would give me $400 to have it replaced later. And I said, just give me the $400 off the bill and I'll have it replaced when I get back home, because I didn't want to miss the fall colors. So they did that, and in another couple of days, Wednesday I think it is, he's going to come out and replace my windshield again. Now, I had just had it replaced before I left, just a few days before I left, so that I'm sure that that company that installs is going to say, what the heck is this girl doing to these windshields? But what happened, how they broke it, they were replacing that component in there, and the guy brought his hand up and he, whacked the bottom of the window, and it cracked. So they were very nice to make it right away, to take that money off so that I could get it replaced. And while I was there, they gave me a really nice loaner car. And I just, have nothing but good things to say about Hamilton Toyota in Clovis. If you have a Toyota and you have a problem on the road, they're a good place to go. Now, they did, even with as expensive as it was, they gave me the part for $1,300, which if I would have had it done here in Las Cruces, the part alone would have been $1,700. They would have charged me more to have it done here. And it's an all-day job. It's a minimum 5 hours. So, it's not a cheap fix, but that's the one thing with that car, that the Prius V of those years, that was going out. And like I said, if the guy that bought it originally would have taken it in, they would have repaired it for free. They would have changed that, but he never did. But even with that, I think it was well worth the price that I paid. Because like I said, when I got it, it only had 60,000 miles on it, and it's a 2012. So you can't beat that. They'll run forever, the Toyotas, if you keep up with the oil changes and things. So so that's what's going on here, but I'm looking forward to being on the road in just, hopefully, a few days. Yeah, I've got a couple more things to do. I have stuff being delivered on Sunday, and then Tuesday, the puppies get groomed, and Wednesday, the windshield gets changed, and then Thursday, I should be able to be on the road. So, back on the road again. Now, we've only been back from the thing for, 2 days, 3 days now? And Mr. Mickey is already going over there, pushing my purse in the morning, ready to go again. They are gypsy puppies. They like to go. So we'll see. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave that here for now, and we'll see you online.